This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So you probably saw this online. It's no surprise that Lauren Boebert is a liar and a scammer and a grifter and a charlatan of the highest order, that she's marching from church to church, behind the pulpit of different churches, preaching her vile, white supremacist, white Christian nationalist version of her Bible. And the reason I want to talk about this story, this lie that she told about her not voting in the debt ceiling vote, was a protest. And now we have video of her running up the stairs trying to get in there. The reason I want to talk about it, first I'm going to play you're going to see the clip twice. I'm going to play the clip of her running, desperate to get in to vote, and a CNN producer, what's her name, Morgan Rimmer, is telling her, she's off camera, but telling Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, it's closed. The vote's closed. It's already over. And then a day later or so, I'm in Colorado and I was protesting. That's why I wasn't there. But the reason I want to talk about this, because it's no surprise that she's a liar. But when you get definitive proof, it's important. When you're able to look at her face and the earnestness, the seriousness of her face while she's lying, and then compare that to other moments, you can see that she's a skilled orator in the art of manipulation and lying. So here's her, the night of the vote, trying to get in to vote and being told, oh yeah, you're late. You didn't do your job correctly. You're derelict in your duties. You missed the vote.
They just closed it.
They closed it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that look like someone who was protesting or someone who was scurrying frantically up the steps on the House side of the Capitol to get in to vote? Her lies are so transparent. Now, here she is a day or two later after the vote took place, after she missed the vote, trying to rewrite history. Shocker that a Republican is going to try to rewrite history. Here she is describing why she protested and chose not to vote, which now we know is a lie. And when you watch her, remember every other moment you've heard her talk. Remember the story about being bold to Ilhan Omar in an elevator and how rude she was, and how when she's away from her, she'll call her jihad squad, but she acts like she's a tough guy in person. So you can extrapolate that she, with the confidence that she's displaying, telling this lie, that invariably she's crossing the spectrum of everything else that she says when she says it with as much confidence that it's very likely also lies. Watch this.
Hey everyone, I am back in Colorado, but let's talk about DC. No excuses. I was ticked off. They wouldn't let me do my job, so I didn't take the vote. Once again, Washington's power machine shoved a multi-trillion-dollar bill down our throats, refused to allow debate or amendments, disregarded everything we fought for in January to actually allow representatives to do their jobs, and instead, they served us up a crap sandwich. Call it a no-show protest, but I certainly let every one of my colleagues and the country know I was against this garbage of a bill and against bypassing the voice of each representative. Deals cut in the dark are why we're headed towards $36 trillion in debt, and I refuse to be a part of it.
She refuses to be a part of it, except for she will not speak ill for a moment of Donald Trump and his 25% responsibility of our current national debt, and he was only in office for 4 years. So it rings hollow, little Lauren Boebert. But more importantly is the stamina, the aggressiveness with which you delivered this lie. Call this a no-show protest vote, y'all. You missed it. You weren't good at your job. You showed up late. You would, I'm sure, be in a camp that would be like, you should be fired if you can't show up to work on time. Well, maybe that would suit you well, Lauren Boebert, to be fired from your job, because now not only have you failed to show up for one of your most important duties, the vote, and especially in a vote of this magnitude, but also you lied to your constituents. You lied to the American people and acted as though it was a premeditated situation and decision on your part to not vote. It was a protest. Then why were you scurrying like a frightened animal up the stairs that you were going to miss the vote?
They just closed it.
They closed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liars. They are liars. They don't even do it convincingly, or at least to many of us in the country. I'm sure there is a percentage of her constituency that is, one, okay with her lying, as long as she's lying to the country about certain things. But there have to be an outsized number of people in her district who are disgusted by this. Her inability to get to work on time. It's not like they sprang the vote. These things are scheduled out days, if not many hours in advance. What do you think about this, about Lauren Boebert, about the lies and the defiance? Ugh, gross. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you appreciate what I do and you want to help support my work, one, subscribe to the channel. It is free. Click the subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified of my content. But if you want to do more than that, you can click the join button below. Become a channel member. It's different than subscribing. Become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Another way, you can click the super thanks button and give immediate support that way. I love you guys. I'd love to see you on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's it for now. We'll see what else Lauren Boebert really screws the pooch on this week. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.